Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Naveen, and today we will be looking at the series CAT, NMAT, and other MBA exams. And we will be doing quant questions, and in quant, we'll be looking at algebra questions. Okay, so let's begin. So the first question is, suppose log x to the base 3 is equal to log y to the base 12, which is equal to a, where x, y are positive numbers. If g is the geometric mean of x and y, and log g to the base 6 is equal to what? So this is what is asked. So from the first one, here can we say x is equal to 3 to the power a by removing log? And from the second equality, can we say y is equal to 12 to the power a? Now it is given that g is the geometric mean of x and y. So g is going to be geometric mean of x and y, which would mean this, which would mean 3 to the power a into 12 to the power a, square root of that, which will become 36 to the power a. Now 36 square root is 6, right? So this is going to give us 6 to the power a, right? In order for you to understand, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as 6 square ka a, which I can write this as 6 to the power a ka whole square. I interchange the powers 2 and a. So this is what I will get. Now, as per the question, we are asked to find out log g to the base 6, which is log 6 to the power a to the base 6, which will become a times log 6 to the base 6. And log 6 to the base 6 is nothing but 1. So we will get the answer as option D, A. Very straightforward question from CAT, log based, where you had to get rid of log, write x and y in terms of a, and then solve whatever is asked. Pretty simple. ठीक है. Second one is, if x plus 1 is equal to x square and x is greater than 0, then 2x to the power 4 is going to be equal to what? तो देखो √5 की वैल्यू अप्रोक्सीमेटली कितनी होती है, ठीक है? तो फ्रॉम देयर कुछ किया जा सकता है, और वी कैन सॉल्व इट प्रॉपर्ली एज वेल. देयर आर टू वेज. So if you look at this, we will get x square minus x minus 1 is equal to 0, right? From here we can say x is equal to 1 plus minus under root minus 1 whole square minus 4 into 1 into minus 1 whole divided by 2 into 1. So this is going to give us 1 plus minus whole under root 1 plus 4 whole divided by 2, which gives us 1 plus minus under root 5 by 2. Now, the value of x can be 1 plus root 5 whole divided by 2 or 1 minus root 5 whole divided by 2, which means x can be positive or negative. Now, if you look at the part where they have asked us, we have to take the fourth power of x, right? Which looks like doesn't matter that whether x is positive or negative, we are supposed to get the same answer, है ना? Okay. तो अब क्या कर सकते हैं हम? We can do x to the power 4 directly, or we can do something else, right? So if I square on both these sides, I will get x to the power 4 from here, isn't it? So x to the power 4 will become x square plus 2x plus 1. Now, x square ki jagah we can write x plus 1 and then another 2x plus 1. So this results in 3x plus 2. This is x to the power 4. We are asked to find out 2 times x to the power 4, which becomes this 6x plus 4. x की वैल्यू हमें पता है. All we need to do is multiply this entire thing by 6 and add 4 to it. So 6 times of x, which is, I will take root 5 by 2 because you don't see a negative part here, and plus 4. This is what we need. So 2 and 6 will cancel out. We will have 3. We will have 3 plus 3 root 5 and then another 4, which will result in 7 plus 3 root 5. So instead of having 1 minus root 5 by 2, I did not choose it because in the options I did not have a negative sign. So D becomes our answer. Right? Using the options, it would have been more calculative because we would need root 5 value, then we would need what is the value of x to the power 4 from there. So thoda reverse cycle calculative hota. That's why I chose the standard process. In the first part, I calculated the value of x. I got two values of x, wherein I discarded the negative one because in the options we did not have that. And also x to the power 4 won't be negative. Then started with whatever is asked. 2x to the power 4 was 2 times of this, in case you guys are wondering कि ये कैसे आ गया. तो ये 3x plus 2 का double करना है. So 2 should have been multiplied in the first two steps as well. So D is our answer. Okay. Next question. For how many integers n will the inequality this be satisfied? So CAT 2018, 4 years ago, this question was asked. So the LHS, if you look at this, we can expand it. We can open the two brackets. We will get n square minus 15n plus 50. If you open the next bracket, we'll get minus 3n plus 6 less than equal to 0. This becomes n square minus 18n plus 56 less than equal to 0. Now we need to find out two numbers whose sum is 18 and their product is 56. So 8 into 7 is 56. But their sum is not 18. If we take 11 and 7, 12 and 6, 13 and 5, 14 and 4. So we will get n minus 4 into n minus 14 less than equal to 0. So this is going to give us the values of n ranging from 4 to 14, right? So how many numbers are there from 4 onwards up to 14? So 14 minus 3, 11 such integral values exist. So we will be able to find out the range once we have everything factorized. It was not factorized, so we factorized it eventually. So 11 values पे ये answer आ जाएगा. Let me see if anyone has any doubt so far. Okay, they were. Okay. Next question. If a1, a2 and so on, a52 be positive integers such that a1 is less than, a2 is less than and so on up to a52, which means it's an increasing positive integers. And it is given that suppose their arithmetic mean is 1 less than the arithmetic mean of the numbers except a1. And it is also given that if a52 is 100, then the largest possible value of a1 is. Okay? So what we are going to do is we will say that the arithmetic mean of all these 52 numbers is 1 less. So this is 1 less, which means if I add 1 to it, this is going to be the arithmetic mean of all the numbers up to a52 whole divided by 51. There are 51 numbers only. Arithmetic mean means मतलब average की बात कर रहे हैं. So and a52 is given as 100. Positive integers, as in they are going to be natural numbers. And 52 would mean that there are going to be 51 jumps. 51 jumps and they all are supposed to be positive integers. $17. If I cross multiply, I'll get an equation, right? Where A2 onwards, we won't be able to cancel out anything. चलो ट्राई कर लेते हैं. So we will get 51a1 plus 51 times a2 say a52 plus 51, and this is going to give me 52 times a2 say 52. So we will get 51 times a1 plus 1. This is something that I am writing it down. And the other side we will have a2 से लेके a52 तक का sum is 51 times a1 plus 1. So their average is a1 से एक ज़्यादा. So we can write a1 plus 1 is equal to average of all the numbers from a2 to a52. ठीक है, so this is something we have got, and the last value has a limitation. It is 100. And if that is 100, to what extent we can have a1 here? हम क्या कर सकते हैं इसमें? Okay, suppose a52 is going to be 100, the one before that is going to be 99, and this continues, and that means a2 is going to be a50. a2 is going to be 50, sorry, not a50. Whole divided by 51, and this is going to give us a1 plus 1. If I need to maximize a1, shouldn't this mean that a2 onward should be largest values? Well, if I try to find out the answer, this is a total of 51 numbers and their average is 50 plus 100 whole divided by 2. So 175 by 2 is going to be in decimal point. So this one will not make sense. A52 is 100, A51 is 99, A50 is 98, so A2 should be 50. 50 minus 2 is 48, 98 minus 50 is 48, 99 minus 51 is 48. हमेशा 48 है. So there are 51 numbers. These are in AP, right? 51 numbers, and their sum is first and last का average. What if we take the difference as 2? If we start taking the difference as 2, so the thing that will happen is I'll get A2 as 2. So A1 is going to be much less. Let's see, एक नजर देख लेते हैं. The common difference being 2, so 51, A51 is going to be 98, A50 is going to be 96. If I go by this, तो इसका double में से 4 कम. So A2 is going to be A2 का double, so this is going to be 0. That is not going to happen. Acha, why am I taking them as arithmetic progression? It doesn't say arithmetic progression, it says arithmetic mean. So it's not necessary that I'm forced to have common differences too. Oh, sorry. Okay, right? There need to be consecutive numbers like the one I have written. If it continues, A2 is going to be 50. ये consecutive numbers हैं. यहाँ तक कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. I can even have, random values. It's not necessary that they need to be in AP. So silly me. So if you look at this particular equation, we got A1 plus 1 is equal to 150 by 2, right? 51 and 51 will cancel out. A2 से A52 by 2. ठीक है, चलो. I'll not rewrite the same thing. So A10 trial is not working out. I'll have to go by the options. Let's look at this particular equation that we have written. So from here, can we say A1 plus 1 is equal to 51 numbers are there. The sum of A2 to A52 is going to be the average of that, right? अब A2 से A52, what are the numbers that we can take? So that this sum is going to be divisible by 51. चलो देखते हैं. Let's use the options. We need the largest possible value. The largest possible value is 48. Suppose A1 is 48. So 48 plus 1 is equal to, the average should be, the sum should be such that their average is 49. क्या ये possible है that the smallest of the numbers is 48 and the average of the remaining numbers is 49? Is it possible? No. So 48 will not make sense. If I take 45, so 45 plus 1, 46 average चाहिए from the remaining numbers which are distinct. So if I say that I have the smallest number as 45 and the other numbers are more than 45, 46 onwards. And if I take the average 46 onwards, will I be able to get the average as 46 of the remaining numbers? ये भी नहीं हो सकता. Okay, let's take 24. Okay, so मैं अपने आप को hide कर देता हूँ. We need space. So if I say that the smallest number is 24 and we need the remaining numbers, right? तो ये हमें ऐसा चाहिए कि A1 is supposed to be A2 plus 52 51. ठीक है. So the average of these numbers okay, I think I'm making some blunder here. If I take 24 as the answer, give me a moment. Just let me think. Am I making some calculation mistake here? These are positive integers. Suppose the arithmetic mean is 1 less than the arithmetic mean of the remaining values. So arithmetic mean is what I've calculated, right? This is the arithmetic mean of all the numbers, as in A1 to A52 का arithmetic mean कैसे calculate करेंगे? Divided by 52, and this is 1 less, as in if I add 1 to it, this is what I will be getting. And A1 is the smallest number, isn't it? ये already हमें ऐसे given है. and A52 has been maximized. A52 is given as 100, so we need to maximize. If we have 52 numbers, right? एक बार फिर से मैं ट्राई करता हूँ स्टार्टिंग से. If I take A1, A2 and so on up to A52, and if we need to maximize A1 and A52 is given as 100, that would mean A1 is going to be 47. A2 is going to be 48. ठीक है? Now, it is given that the arithmetic mean A2 से लेके A52 का arithmetic mean, in other words, the arithmetic mean of the numbers from 48 to 100 will be the middle number, right? So ये हो जाएगा 48 plus 100 by 2, which will give us 148, 74 हो जाएगा. So 74 is the average of the numbers from 80 to A52, which is actually our 2 में 46 नहीं, A2 is supposed to be 50. This is supposed to be 50. 50 minus 2 is 48, 100 minus 52 is 48. So 50 plus 100 by 2, so this is 75. And 75 अगर है तो 75 minus what is 48? This is 27. So 27th term is going to be the average of numbers from 80 to A52. ठीक है, that part is done. Now, if I take the average of numbers from A1 say A52 तक का average, and it is given that this is 1 less than the average of the remaining, which is 75. So from here can we say A1 से लेके A52 तक का sum plus 52 is 75 into 52, or A1 plus A2 and so on up to A52 is equal to 74 into 52. A2 से A52 का sum is going to be the sum of numbers from 50 to 100, right? Which is going to be a total of 51 numbers into 50 or 100 का average, which will become 51 into 75. ठीक है? So A1 will be 74 into 52 minus 51 into 75. A1 की वैल्यू यही आएगी ना? This is going to give us, we have 51 numbers, from 80 to 52 is 51 numbers, and that starts from 50. So we get A1 is equal to 23. (23) आ रहा है. Definitely it's not 48 or 45. Are we getting 24? Is there any calculation mistake? No, there is no calculation mistake, right? नहीं, कहीं कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक नहीं है. So looks like there is a typo. Either B option should have been 23 or D option should have been 23. Right? 23 is what we are getting. ठीक है, 24 लिखा हुआ है, it should be 23. Okay, let me unhide. So last one was a little complicated one, right? Using the options was one approach, but वो भी time consuming होता. Solving it, whatever was given, using that. And obviously, if we need to maximize A1, that means A2 onwards should be also largest. And when we are going to get the largest, if A52 was 100, the other numbers should have been integers only, as a positive integer. Fractions allowed नहीं है. Right? And they should be consecutive. So 100 के बाद next largest number is 99. 99 के बाद next largest number is 98. Right? Okay, next one. Rahul has just made a 3x3 magic square in which the sum of the cells along any row, column or diagonal is the same number n. The entries of the cells are given in this format. We need to find the value of n. So we can say that the sum of all the terms from the all the expressions in the first row is equal to n. So if I add all of this, I will be getting 5x plus, sorry, not 5x, 7x. 7x plus 5y plus z is equal to n, right? Next, if we take the last column, sorry, last row, we will get 3x plus y plus 4z minus 1 is equal to n. Okay. Next, if I take the second column, this is also equal to n, which will give me 5x plus 4y plus 2z is equal to n. Right? We have three variables. We have four variables x, y, z, and n, and we need four equations. So एक और चाहिए. So for that, what I will do is I'll take the sum of the values along this particular diagonal, which is going to give me 2x plus 4, 5, 6, 6y plus 2z, and that is also equal to n. ठीक है, अब four variables, four equations, we need to find out the value of n. उसके लिए what we can do is if we subtract, we'll be able to eliminate z, है ना? So from here we will get 3x minus 2y is equal to 0, or 3x is equal to 2y आ गया. So from the first. Now, if we double the above equation and then subtract, we will be able to eliminate another z, है ना? ये z हट जाएगा. So will that help us get the value of x? No. Now we need to find out the value of we need to eliminate x और y. ठीक है, ये काम कर लेते हैं. So let's do one thing. Let's look at these two and let's eliminate y. So I will multiply the first equation by 4 and subtract. So this will give me the second wala. So if I multiply, I'll get 12x minus 5x, which is 7x, 4y minus 4y gone. 16z minus 2z is 14z, and that is going to give us equal to 4. 16 minus 2, 14, 12 minus 5, 7. So this is what we will have, the second one. If we put x, y and z in the first one, अच्छा, एक और चाहिए होगा ना? So let's take the first and the third and eliminate y. अच्छा, y eliminate हो गया ना? Let's eliminate x now. नहीं, y एलिमिनेट कर लेता हूँ. Why to make it unnecessarily lengthy? In this one itself, let's eliminate z only. In order to eliminate z, all we need to do is multiply the second equation by 2 and subtract. So z eliminate हो जाएगा. But n will stay. Should we choose some other equation? 3x plus 8y. We can choose another equation also. Let's look at this diagonal. If we look at this diagonal, we get 3x plus 8y plus z minus 1. That is also equal to n. Okay, let's see if this is going to help us. I don't want to bring in n. So I'm choosing the first and the last equation because z is same and I'm going to subtract here. When I do that, I'll get 4x minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. So what we can do is, instead of x, we can write 2y upon 3 minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. And from here we will get 8y minus 9y plus 3 is equal to 0. And from here we will get y is equal to y is equal to 3. The moment we get y is equal to 3, we will get the value of x is equal to 2. So x2 y3 हो गया. We need to find out the value of z. So we can put it at 2 places and eliminate. ठीक है. I need some space, so I'm going to hide myself. So I'll take these two. 2 into 2, 4, 6 into 3, 18, plus 2z is equal to n. 3 into 2, 6, plus 8 into 3, 24, plus z minus 1 is equal to n. So here we will have 18 plus 4, which is 22 plus 2z is equal to 30 minus 1, 29 plus z. 29 plus z, or we will get z is equal to 7. So z की value, x की value, y की value आ गई. We can put these values of x, y and z any place and we will get the same answer. So let's put it over here in the first equation. So 7 into 2, 14, plus 5 into 3, 15, plus 7. So this is going to result in 29 plus 7, which is 36. ठीक है. So random subtraction and elimination की जगह पे what we can do is straight away थोड़ा smart खेलें. Let's not put the value, let's not find the value of n. First of all, let's use and eliminate the value of z. So z eliminate किया दो बार. We got two equations in x and y. Then solved it, got the value of y. From there got the value of x, from there got the value of z and put it back in any place. So ये चलो आगे. Not an easy one. Z क्या है? 36? 36. Okay, next. Let f of x is equal to x square plus 1 whole divided by x square minus 1 if x is not equal to 1 or minus 1. And f of x is equal to 1 if x is equal to 1 or minus 1. And g of x is equal to this and g of x is equal to this. What is the minimum possible value of this? Okay, so again I'll have to hide myself because I'll need both these spaces. I'm going to rewrite the question so that you guys will understand. So f of x is equal to x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1 when x is not equal to -1 or 1, but this one is equal to 1 when x is equal to -1 and 1. ये आपका f of x है. Then it is given that g of x is equal to x plus 1 upon x minus 1 when x is not equal to 1, and this is equal to 3 when x is equal to 1. Right? Now we are asked to find out what is f of x by g of x. So अगर आप ध्यान दोगे f of x by g of x के ये सारे cases हैं. f of x can be x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1, and g of x can be x plus 1 upon x minus 1. ये कब लेंगे? When x is equal to 1. Right? क्योंकि दोनों में x सेम होना चाहिए. The other possibility is x is not equal to 1, sorry. The other possibility is if I take x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1, this is f of x. ठीक है? And when x is not equal to -1, when x is not equal to -1, तो ये हमारा by 3 दे देगा. Right? The next possibility is f of x is 1 and g of x is 3. This happens when x is equal to 1. And the next one is if f of x is 1 and g of x will be x plus 1 upon x minus 1 when x is not equal to, sorry, when x is equal to -1. I hope all these 4 cases are understood. देखो x की वैल्यू या तो -1 होगी या 1 होगी, या फिर x की वैल्यू -1 नहीं होगी और 1 भी नहीं होगी. 4 possibilities. In the case of gx, we have only 2 cases. Those 2 cases are a part of what f of x conditions are. Same चीज है, सारे नहीं है, कुछ है उसमें से. So when f of x is not equal to -1, तो हम लोग ऊपर वाला लेंगे. And when f of x is not equal to -1, right? So हम लोग g of x का ये part लेंगे, right? And we can have 3 also. So out of these 4 cases, we get 1/3 here. ये एक possibility है. This becomes x minus 1 upon x plus 1, second वाला. Second मतलब ये fourth वाला. Now if x is equal to -1, तो अब ये क्या हो जाएगा? This will become infinity. Actually minus infinity. Minus infinity is not in the option. That means we can discard this. Okay. If we take x is not equal to -1, then that would mean कि ये आपका x की वैल्यू 1 भी हो सकता है. If x is going to be 1, तो ये तो फिर से इंफिनिटी हो जाएगा. Right? This will tend towards infinity or minus infinity. Because if x is negative, नहीं, minus infinity तो नहीं होगा, नहीं हो सकता है. Suppose if x is a value between 0 and 1. And if x is equal to 1, तो ये infinity हो जाएगा. So this will end in infinity. Infinity is not in the option, तो ये भी eliminate हो जाएगा. Okay, the first one. The first one we can write this as x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1 as x minus 1 into x plus 1. ये आपका f of x है, and g of x will become x minus 1 upon x plus 1. So x minus 1 cancels out. X square plus 1 upon x plus 1 का whole square. Now we need to find out the minimum possible value. This will be minimum. See, this can't be negative. अब देखो ये negative हो सकता है क्या? नहीं हो सकता. X square will always be non-negative. When you add 1 to it, तो minimum 1 होगा, right? And your denominator is going to accordingly take the value. So this can't be negative. So negative नहीं हो सकता. तो overall in the all the 4 cases you can't have -1. This is ruled out. Now here, if I take x is equal to 0, then numerator is the smallest, because if I take x as even negative, your numerator will increase. And here our denominator will also become 0. So 1 is what we are getting. If I take x is equal to, let's say 1, so my numerator will become 2 and my denominator will become 4. So this becomes 1 by 2. तो ये आपका minimum हो सकता है 1 by 2. But between 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, right now 1 by 3 makes sense. So we will eliminate C option as well. Next, can we try to make it as 1 by 4? For 1 by 4, we will need x as 0 in the numerator and x is equal to 1 in the denominator. But since we have the same x, आप अलग अलग कैसे ले सकते हो? कि इसको 1 बनाना है तो x को 0 लो, इसको 4 बनाना है तो x को 1 ले लो. How can x be 0 also and x can be 1 also, right? So 1 by 4 will not make sense, and between 1 and 1 by 3 we definitely can see that 1 by 3 is the smallest, isn't it? See, there is one more way to solve this. आप इसको y equate करके then get a quadratic and then find the maxima there of the discriminant and then solve. वो पूरा lengthy process. या फिर common sense, between 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, obviously 1 by 3 is the smallest. And for 1 by 4, we would need to put the value of x as two different values at the same time, which is not possible. तो ये नहीं हो सकता, और -1 नेगेटिव तो हो ही नहीं सकता, हम चेक कर चुके हैं. ठीक है, नेगेटिव नॉट पॉसिबल. नेगेटिव में -infinity इट कैन गो, बट देन इट इज नॉट अलाउड, राइट? डिनोमिनेटर 0 आप नहीं ले सकते हैं. इट्स, आई एम सेइंग दो कि इट्स infinity, बट एनीथिंग बाय 0 इज नॉट डिफाइंड. So I think 1 by 3 should be the answer. ठीक है. Next question. If A is between 0 and 1, which of the following statements is a true? So if A lies between 0 and 1, then A square will also lie between 0 and 1 only. So A square minus 1 will be less than 0, greater than -1. So पहला नहीं होगा. If I look at the second one, A square plus 1 will be less than 2, will be greater than 1. So second will make sense. A square minus A. See, A square will be less than A. So A square minus A will be less than 0. तो ये भी गलत हो गया. So only second makes sense. I hope you guys do know that when you take a value between 0 and 1, सपोज मैंने 0.5 ले लिया, फिर आपने इसका स्क्वायर करा. 0.5 का स्क्वायर इज 0.25. इफ यू क्यूब इट, you get 0.125 and so on. So if this is A, this one is A square and this one is A cube. What happens between 0 and 1 is, the more power you give, the values start decreasing. और छोटा होते चला जाएगा. With increasing power, value increases only when the base is more than 1. At 1 and 0, it stays the same. Between 0 and 1, it keeps on decreasing. So obviously, third वाले में A square छोटा है A के comparison. So A square minus A cannot be positive. It has to be negative, right? So only second makes sense. Pretty simple, straightforward. CMAT का inequality with a quadratic, you can use options or you can factorize it. Either way you can solve it. So pehla approach is, if I factorize it, I'll get y plus 6 into y minus 3 greater than equal to 0. And from here we will get y belongs to -infinity to -6 with a square bracket, sorry. And then 3 to infinity. Right? So y has to be less than equal to -6 or greater than equal to 3. D answer. The other would be using the options. If I look at the options, I can see 0. So y की value 0 put करते हैं. If I put 0, I will get -18 greater than equal to 0, जो नहीं होता. So that means 0 is not acceptable. 0 exists in option C, so C is eliminated. 0 exists in option A, this gets eliminated. 0 exists in option B also, this one will also get eliminated, right? तो सारे eliminate हो गए, आपके पास केवल D बचा क्योंकि इधर y0 allowed है नहीं. So you can solve it using options as well. So questions based on inequalities, you can solve using options or properly factorizing it. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. So in the next session, we will start with another session on algebra or maybe higher maths. So do not forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell icon as well, so that you are notified whenever next session is about to happen. And anyone who is new to BYJU'S exam prep, you can download our app from Google Play. The link to downloading is given in the description as well as in the chat. Therein, once you download it, you can put in your contact number and you can start 3 days ka free trial access. Anyone who is targeting CAT 2023, you can enroll in our test series program, which includes more than 80 mocks, 10,000 practice questions, video solutions, and 3 already open mocks. Please meet our CAT 2022 toppers. You can be one among those toppers. All you need to do is join our last batch running for CAT 2023. These are all the giveaways, okay? Hundreds of hours of live classroom sessions, help with your GDPI and VAT preparation, formula ebook, practice questions, mocks, a lot of things. And our third All India Open Mock CAT 2023 is going to be live from 29th September to 8th of October. So everybody, please make sure that you register for this as soon as possible. Thank you, everyone. Do not forget to check our social media handles. And do not forget to join our Telegram channel, which is BYJU'S Exam Prep for MBA. Thank you. Take care. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye.